You can see with our predictions, guys. We've got, what do we got here? We've got Blackluster. So I said Endymion and the skill. I hope that there's skills here. And the chat said Envoy to 3. So we'll see who's right. We'll see who got that one right. Got some live twin hits. Password, home, present. Okay, some Tenyi hits. We kind of left it alone. But chat said Circle, Vishuda, and Shathan. I mean, chat wanted fucking to obliterate Tenyi. Altergeist won't touch it. Rocket's fine. We didn't really touch a whole lot, to be honest. Our ban list predictions were pretty light. But to be honest, based on what I saw from the KC Cup decks, this seems pretty good. It was Blackluster Soldier. It was Live Twin. Some Tenyi, some Odd Eyes. So, like, I really think that our list is pretty solid. So I'm excited to see how close we get. Dark Hole Limit 3. Let's freaking go. More skill stuff. Gandora skill. Some unlimits. Let's see. I was coping hard for that Hey Trunade. Savant Thomas Mirror Force. On the limit 2s, slash Gandora, Star Seraph. So I'm also purposely not reading chat just in case someone comes in like, oh my god, JG, did you see, I'm gonna tell you the whole ban list right now. Oh my god, did you see that they did this to this card, this to that card? Oh my god, I can't keep it to myself. Did you see? And it's gonna be like, no, I haven't seen. So before you, I'm purposely covering this part of my fucking screen. Just in case someone's like, oh, did you see? Did you look at the ban list yet? And like, no, I have not seen it. What else we got here? We got Holiday Free. Oh, chat said Holiday, Debugs, Cyberload, Overload. So we're hoping for some Cyber Dragon stuff. Neos Fusion, Tour Guide. Chat wants free Meluseek. I think it was just Kim who said free Malicious. Everybody else kind of seemed like they were like okay with it staying put. And chat said free Slime. So we got a lot of differences on our list here. I really hope there's some skill nerfs though. I really want to see, out of all the skills I want obliterated, I want Sealed Tombs. I want freaking Sealed Tombs to get, I mean, they don't have to destroy it. Just make it 1500. You know, make this 1500 and we're Gucci. All right. So, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do the ban list. Let's freaking go. This will be a YouTube video, so if you guys want, you can say hi to YouTube, but be on your best behavior. Ready? I don't even care about this legendary duelist. 3, 2, 1, go. Wait. Okay, I have to click it twice. Sorry, you got jebaited. Sorry, there's 2 buttons I have to... Okay, 3, 2, 1. In we go. Dude. Holy. Even Konami hates Blackluster Soldier. I mean, they don't hate it, but they realized that this shit was getting out of control. Chaos Form to 1. Ninaruru to 1. Yes. Honestly, fuck this card. This back row pop, this free back row popping utility shit. F this freaking card. This card is so nuts. Play a Magistus. I can either draw if I go first, or if I go second, I'm Breaker the Magical Warrior. You had built-in Breaker and built-in just draw a card. Whatever OG card drew you a card. You had such a highly versatile card in the Magistus Endymion. And by doing the Chaos Form as well to 1, you can't possibly put these both in the deck. You just can't. Ninaru, get the hell out of here. Enemy Controller, get the hell out of here. Any other limit 1, Get the hell out of here. You need this. There's no way around it. Fantastic. You know what? I'm not gonna lie, guys. We overlooked this card being a bit of a problem, but I did say Endemion to 3. So I wonder if they still touch Endemion, or if this is their way of touching Endemion, because by doing it this way, this is a really annoying card. It's a really annoying good part of the Endemion package. So I wonder if they hit it further. But we didn't talk about this card, because I figure if they just deal with this, that should be enough, right? Plus the skill. But maybe, depending on what else we see, that might dictate what happens to the skill, if they touch the skill at all. Alright, good start, because this was bullshit. This was such bullshit. I'm so glad I don't have to see this card. I'm so glad that they don't get to just pop my back row super easily. Alright, next. That's it for limit 1s, but that's quite a bit for limit 1s. So let's go limit 2. What's that? Oh my god, it's a Tenyi card. Oh my god, Vessel to 2. This card will be limited to reduce the high consistency of Tenyi decks, as well as their ability to summon many monsters in one turn. Interesting. I thought Tenyi was fine, but chat said Cycle. I put Circle. Sorry, this should be Cycle. Right, this is the... Oh, yeah. You guys meant Cycle, right? Is that what you guys meant? Or did you guys mean Circle? I think you guys meant this, right? Wow. Wow. Okay. So this is like, when this card goes to the graveyard, if they have a non-effect monster, right? They get to also add a card to their hand. So if you control a non-effect monster, you can add from your deck to your hand one Tenyi monster with a different name than the one... I mean, this card's kind of like a Foolish Burial on crack, right? Like, I think it's a good hit. I think that's pretty solid. I mean, I feel like that does hit consistency. Because sometimes when you deal with their normal summon, they could just, you know, tribute over it, then they may monk, and then they play this on top, right? After they, like, tribute summon and then go into monk, then they play this, add another one, plus they get something into the graveyard, and they can play through, you know, your book of gems. So, I like it. Is it enough? I think it's pretty good considering I thought Tenyi, although it's a very strong deck, I still felt like it was a deck that was on kind of like the fair side. Like it just didn't seem like, yes, when there was matchups as a hero player playing against it, it felt like I could just never win because of Mapura and Shathana. But maybe that's the thing, is like now that you have this card limited, semi-limited, first of all, they can't play semi-limit cards, which I don't think they really were. But then on top of that, it does maybe make it a little bit easier, like harder for them to set up all those Tenyi names in the graveyard. Which then means it gives you a better possibility of maybe breaking the board. Because they also use that skill to give them plus 2,000 life points. So this is pretty good, but I'm not going to lie, I'm a little surprised by this because Tenyi's fairly new, right? Tenyi's fairly new. So I was wrong, chat was right. Well done, chat. You guys are way smarter than I am. So right now, we got a BLS hit, a Tenyi hit. That's it for limit 2s. That's it for limit 2s. To be honest, when I look at our list here, we don't really have any limit 2s. It was all limit 3s and 1s. So to be fair, we're pretty, like, I mean, I didn't guess any of these, but you guys, we're on the right track. We're on the right track. All right, let's take a look here. Limit 3 now. Envoy of Beginning. Yo, chat is 2-0. 2-0. You guys got 2 right? Ain't no way. They actually limited this card? They actually put this to 3? A selection box card? I do know that it was reprinted, but this was once a selection box card. Wow. Really? I mean, this card... This, to me, this already tells me that Konami does not want to touch the skill. This already tells me the skill's not getting touched. They're not touching it. They're not touching the skill. They want to leave that skill completely alone, and they're more than content obliterating the cards. They're like, no. Skills... This is kind of like a repeat of Odd Eyes. Odd Eyes, for a long time, people are saying, you know, why aren't they hitting the skill? They keep hitting the cards. They're not hitting the skill. The skill's the problem. But it seems like Konami is very much against hitting the skills. Which then means if they're not willing to touch the BLS skill, and they want to hit the cards, that there's a very good chance that Odd Eye skill is just going to stay put. Huh. Okay. 2-0 for chat. There we go. The Endemayan. The Magistus of Mastery. Limit 3. Alright, I got 1. You guys got 2, I got 1. This is amazing. This deck is being killed quite a bit right now. Because now it's like, you can't play this. Konami says, pick your poison. You either get to activate the skill and, you know, or you go for the draw package, or you split it and you just run, you know what? There's a very good chance that all the BLS fools still play 3 copies of this for the draw power. And they're just like, you know what? We'll just play more ritual monsters, or we'll play 2 and 1. I could see that happening. I could really see that people are like, you know what? The draw package is still so good at allowing me to be consistent, to go into link plays like Nightmare Phoenix and Unicorn. I will take the draw. I can't pop back row, but I can get the draw power. And I'll just add more rituals. That's a possibility. That's how the deck kind of changes. That they just keep the draw power and they just kind of say, oh well, you know, this card's really good, but we don't need it as that bad. The limit 3 back row, though, is fucking gone. Thank God. No more triple book, triple crackdown shenanigans. They can't play crackdown. They can't make easy link plays by just yoinking your monster. This is pretty huge because I also hate the Yubel Neos deck. I hate that deck. I think that deck is just, like, not very good. And I kind of just, like, also hate the playstyle of it. But a big part of, like, when you're playing this matchup is, like, yeah, you get crackdowned and you kind of just, like, lose the game, right? So it's like, now when you play against this deck, they don't have a lot of outs in the back line, right? It's like, I guess they result to, like, Warning Point and just, like, other generic stuff, like maybe Bottomless, I don't know. Or maybe they just load up on spells, like hand traps. Maybe that's what happens with Black Luster Soldier. They just say, you know what? We're going to load up on, like, triple Veiler, triple Book, triple MST, and that's good enough. You know, we don't need the limit 3 traps anymore. You know what? You know what's even funny? They could still play limit 3 traps if they wanted to. If they really wanted to, they could say, you know what? F this, I'm just going to stall on limit 3s and books and Veilers, and then I'm just going to get my vanilla Black Luster down on the field and try to kill you that way. That could be a possibility. The thing is that by limiting this card, DD Crow is just so massive. Like, DD Crow against a Black Luster deck probably kills them, because they can't just be like, oh, I have my, like, 1 of 3 envoys, activate the skill, now I kill you. So, I'm loving this. This is really hard hits to the deck, because it's a 20-card deck. So you've already got two 3-ofs. 2 3-ofs are being hit, and 2 1-ofs. That's already like 8 cards out of their deck being nerfed. That's very significant. So this is probably more intense of a hit than what Odd Eyes got with, like, the Orcus stuff at the beginning of Odd Eyes Orcus shenanigans. All right, cool. So chat 2, JG 1. Banlist looking really solid right now. Looking very solid. Okay. Nightmare to 3? This card will be moved to the limit 3 list so that it cannot be played alongside Orcus Harp Horror. Wait, they hit Orcus even more? So what do you got? Scrap? Is Scrap at 3? Nightmare at 3? And you've got Horror at 3? Horror, Nightmare, and Scrap all at 3. Wow. Wowee. Huh. God damn. They really did it. Huh. Honestly, I thought it would just be the skill. But it keeps this is another indication that maybe they don't want to touch skills. Konami is always like, skills are a last resort. We don't want to touch the skills unless we have to. We don't want to touch the Gandora skill. You can play Gandora Orcust, but now that you have 3 cards in your deck that are limit 3, it's going to be harder to open this and just pitch it into the graveyard with your Gandora. Huh. I didn't expect that. But this just goes to show that I don't think skills are getting touched. Wow. Did we talk about any cards from Orcus? No. I think Orcus as a deck, it was fine on its own. I just didn't like it with Gandora. But maybe this is another sign that, yeah. I should read some of these. I keep forgetting to read. So, End of Mind, they said, harder limitation, so it can't be played. Limited 3 cards. Limited 3 cards. Yeah, limited. Okay, so limited. So they were basically doing this for Econ. This is for the back row. You know, it's just too much good value. Okay. Nightmare. They just wanted to, they want to lower the consistency of, Orcus Gandora. Huh. Wait. No longer on the list, Jet Synchron. The power level is acceptable in the current metagame, so Jet Synchron is now free, which means I think Yusei Fudo, could he be top tier again now that he is completely free? Completely free. I think it's just Croc, right? Croc is the only limit 1. Huh. Wow. I wonder, okay, my bar, we're halfway, so this unlimitless is going to be pretty significant. So Yusei, I mean, to be fair, Yusei came into 1 KC Cup, got obliterated, but each cup after, they've been kind of loosening up, and that's good, because honestly, it was really weird that Yusei had, like, 2 weeks of glory, and then they're like, get the hell out of here, Yusei, while other decks stay around for, like, Pendulums has been around for, like, a whole year. Like, I think Pendulums has been around for almost a year. It's crazy. Okay, next. I don't think we talked... Yeah, we let me look at our unlimits. Yeah, we didn't touch that. Oh, Swirl Slime! Triple D getting another buff. And chat did say the Swirl Slime. They did. They did. I just said Neos and Tour Guide. You guys said free the slime. Free the slime. Chat 3, JG 1. Free the slime. Triple D with limited to 3 back row. God damn. The slime is free. Get your Triple D out. Dust it off. Because you're going to start seeing this deck now. I think this deck's going to... Because this card's really powerful. This card's really powerful. Okay, cool. Greater flexibility. Basically saying, look, dust off your Triple D or your Double D and play some limit 3s. Enjoy your limit 3s. Melody. Wait, because Blue Eyes underperformed, Blue Eyes gets a buff? Blue Eyes underperformed. So we're gonna buff the Blue Eyes to play limit 3s. Ain't no way. You're gonna see limit 3s in Blue Eyes now? Oh no. Blue Eyes is literally now gonna be the new Photon. They have Foolish Burial, free Foolish, with a with free Monster Reborn into like whatever they want. And now they get to play Annoying Back Row on top of it. So they can stall you. They can stall you with the Hololife Barrier or limit 3s, and then they just Chaos Max kill you. I mean, to be fair, Blue Eyes is... I don't personally play Blue Eyes. I think it's a cool deck, and I kind of like the skill. And it makes sense that they should probably give Kaiba a bit more, like... Yeah, like deck building freedom, and make his deck, like, good. Because, like, Yugi with the BLS skill... and super top tier, right? So this makes sense. This is fine. It's gonna, yeah, you're gonna see more Blue Eyes. And Blue Eyes is a very inexpensive deck. So for like new players or people who used to play Blue Eyes, this is another incentive for them to play. You know, because now my Blue Eyes deck has like literally no... You know what this also goes towards? Doesn't this also help out Thunder Dragons? Because Chaos Dragon Levianeer is at 3, right? So if we got Chaos Dragon Levianeer at 3, now they can play Melody. Thunder Dragon buff. Whoa, Blue Eyes and TD is getting boosted. Very cool. I think now, yeah, TDs. Thunder Dragons. Okay, so Konami again, each cup taking a lot of old decks that have been destroyed for a long time and slowly working them back in, creating more deck, more deck variety. Man, they just fucking... This is so hilarious. I love this. Everything about this so far, the limitations are great. I didn't even ask for this, but this is great. Because against heroes, this deck is a nuisance. Yeah, anime decks, helping out some of the old anime decks. Blue Eyes, Double D, Synchron, getting rid of the TCG garbage. Whatever the hell this concoction became. Oh my god, I spoiled myself. Madolche Pettingcessor. I don't like this. I fucking hate this deck. I hate this trash sack of a deck. This deck is just gonna sack. And now they get to sack even harder because they got 3 copies of this now, right? So does that mean Madolches literally can just... Oh my god, dude. Now I have to deal with Madolche setting limit 3s and then sacking me with like double Cosmic and then OTKing me. Because that's all that's going to happen is they're like, okay, now I can just put in some limit 3s, some limit 2s, and some limit... There's no limits on Madolche, right? Madolche is completely free. This was the only card that was being held at 1, then 2, now it's unlimited? Oh my god. This freaking sack of a deck. Oh, I'm gonna get sacked so hard on ladder to this shit. I'm not gonna like it. I'm not gonna like it. I'm gonna mold so hard when I lose to this deck again. Oh my god, dude. Phantom Knights rank up magic. Okay. See? I told you that there's a possibility that Konami takes limit to 1 bundle cards. I forgot to turn those off. I'm sorry. The Phantom... This is a sign that Konami is not scared to take, like, bundle cards that are limit 1. Alright, so those are gone. And Christian and Oof, you're banned. So the Phantom Knights rank up magic just kind of shows me that the limit to 1 cards, the bundle cards, can possibly be let go. So I was talking about Rhoda, and people were like, no, there's no way, Rhoda can't come off, it's just too good. And it's like, well, this card's pretty freaking good for Phantom Knights. And the fact that Phantom Knights now get to play technically 2 limit 1 cards, right? They get to put Rhoda in their deck, they can put Econ, they can put whatever they want now that this card is no longer a hard 1. Right? It's a hard copy of 1, but there's no limit of 1 on it. So, acceptable in the current metagame. I think this reasoning should be more flexibility. Because it's like, its power level is still pretty good. Like, the deck is still pretty good. But they should definitely have said that it's for probably greater flexibility when building a Phantom Knight deck. Because, yeah, their limit to 1 doesn't let them touch any other limit 1 cards. Copium, maybe Rhoda's next. Maybe Rhoda's next. Oh man, if Rhoda or Allure of Darkness, those would be like really cool ones to like let go. I told you! I freaking told you that Neo's Fusion was gonna come off. It was gonna be free. Konami always intended for this card to probably be free, but for some reason they just didn't do it prior to the KC Cup. So I think they realized that like they had to do this 100% because no hero decks topped. I think maybe 1 hero deck made top 100. But yeah, limiting this card with Kluger made no sense. Made no sense. So now that this is off, if I want to, I could play this in the same deck as Malicious. I can play this in the same deck and use limit 3s, so long as I'm not on Kluger. But if you're on Kluger, now you get to play an extender at 3, which is really nice. Because now you can main deck like 2 Kluger, 3 Neos Fusion, and like a limit 3. Or 2 limit 3s, 1 Kluger, 3 Neos Fusion. So this is a pretty significant buff for all hero decks, but it's going to be more of a buff for, you know, Hero Alliance and Eternal Bond. I might have to consider playing Eternal Bond again. I just hate the playstyle of the deck. I don't personally like the fact that it just feels like such a, like, I feel like I'm playing, just like a very dumbed down version of Yu-Gi-Oh, you know? Normal summon a monster, set a couple back row. Like, I don't play Duel Links to play Go format, you know? Where I'm just flipping monsters and normal summoning monsters with back row. Like, that's how it feels when I play Eternal Bond. I'm flip summoning and I'm normal summoning with back row, which is like 2005 Yu-Gi-Oh! In a nutshell. So, I'm not a huge fan of the playstyle, but it'll probably make the deck quite strong now that, yes, when building a Neos deck, greater flexibility. Holiday. So, chat got the Holiday, I think, also right. Where is it? Did you guys say Holiday? Free Slime, free Malicious, free Mill You Seek. Holiday. The Holiday. Yeah. Holiday free. 4-2. To be fair, I think we talked about Holiday the previous ban list. I think ban list after the last KC Cup, we talked about this card potentially being free, but it didn't happen. It didn't happen. So I was like, you know what? If it didn't happen last time, it's probably not happening now. But it's good. It's another old deck that they're trying to, you know, they're freeing up. So these are a lot of decks that just used to be good or had moments where they were decent, and yeah. But you know what? When I see this kind of stuff, it makes me wonder that, like, first of all, I don't think skills are going to be touched. And I'm also a little scared that when I see a ban list like this, where like a lot of old decks get like freed up, that we're not gonna get a box for Speed Duel until like the end of December. I'm really scared that Rush Duel is gonna get a box late November, early December, and we're not gonna get anything until like the end of the year. And like Konami's like, look, we gave you Lunalights, we gave you Boojins, we gave you what was the other? Fire Fist, right? And then we unnerfed a lot of old decks, so there's your new content. Your new content is deck flex, old decks coming back into the metagame, and some light boosts to some old decks as well to add them into the meta. And, shake things up. That scares me that, like, that little mini box that we were, like, so lucky to get is, like, their way of giving us content for Speed Duel, but it's not a mini box. Which then means that the gaps between main boxes are going to be pretty big. I don't know how I feel about that. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong. Is there any more? That's it. That's it. Alright. That's it. Cyber Dragon is still nerfed? Cyber Dragon? Still nerfed. And they didn't touch any skills. So I said the Savant Thomas, but they just freed up Slime. So this is still a double debuff. This is like a half right. Half. But, yeah. Yeah.